motion? Yeah, sure. So help me with this one. Okay. We should get Christian, he's a good roadie. What is it? Okay, thank you. Sorry about the disruption. Another seat. I think now we should take, this is a mirror. Would you rather look at my ass all night?
Why do you think we're sitting up
If
here?
they have one of those funhouse mirrors that made it young and taut, when I do it. Christopher, I'm sorry. I had a shitty prom too. I was of age, I had a driver's license, but I couldn't drink alcohol. I got Boone's Farm. And I stashed some Boone's Farm under the seat, and I stashed a blanket under the seat. I had plans, and my dad found it before we left. And he said, "You're going to go to the prom, and you're going to be a perfect gentleman, and you're going to show this young lady a nice time, and then you're going to come home, and your ass is mine." So, tough night. Jim, what am I thinking? Is that your last name? I think it's Jim Badass because he was at the American School of Storytelling like a week ago and just killed it. Jim, you're up, buddy.
A few years ago, my brother Don sent me a text. It said, "I just met Wes Anderson." I said, "Wes Anderson? Where the hell do you meet Wes Anderson? Why is Wes Anderson in Minneapolis?" I waited for more information, like where the hell was he? Nothing. God, I want an introduction. I want to connect with Wes. I wanted details right away. I saw myself on the set of Wes's next film. Wes turned to me before we started the next shot. "Jim, do you think we should lock down the camera or give it some movement?" It's a good question, Wes. "I think we should give it some movement for this scene." Well, Don never got back to me. But I found out a week or so later, he gave me a call. We talked a bit. Finally I said, "You said you met somebody recently. Who was it?" Oh, and then he tells me. He had been invited to an event at the Bakken Museum. It was an annual art show put on by a woman who owns a gallery in Lowertown. And it was for women artists with disabilities and a showcase to expose their work and hopefully sell some of their work. And Bill Murray was going to be there to announce the winner of the Bill Murray Choice Award. Bill wasn't around, but there was a life-size cardboard cutout of Bill, and people were taking selfies with it. Don walked around and looking at the artwork, and then he noticed a fellow standing next to him, had a baseball cap on and a Carhartt jacket, and a name tag that said, Wes Anderson. He started talking with him and finally said, "So, how is it you're here tonight?" And Wes said, "Well, Bill couldn't make it, so he asked me to come." What? Bill Murray used to be a part owner of the St. Paul Saints. And one day he wandered into this woman's art gallery in Lowertown. And he starts talking to her. And finally he says to her, "How can I help?" She said, "I could use a ladder." Bill said, "Think bigger." She said, "I want you to come to my annual event every year." And he did, and had been doing it for 10 years, coming every year to announce the Bill Murray Choice Award. And that's how Wes Anderson ended up at the Bakken Museum that night. And that's how he met my brother Don. Thank you.
Yay!